know that we're getting close to that 5 o'clock hour. We are covering the horrific New Year's Day attack on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. The man who took a rented truck and drove it down there as a resident in Houston. Gunfire was exchanged after he plowed through the crowd with law enforcement. That's where he was killed. And now the investigation begins. And unfortunately, as Rashi just said, the death toll is now at 15 from this very early morning attack amongst people celebrating 2025.
Now, we do know, I mean, there's so many unanswered questions. So if you're just joining us now and thinking, what exactly happened? Here are the quick facts. We know 15 people are dead after 42-year-old Shamsuddin Bahar Jabbar, who's a U.S. citizen from possibly Houston, Texas, plowed his truck that he rented through dozens of people. This happened a little after 3 a.m. this morning on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. We know that 30 at least were injured, and this was on the French Quarter, in the French Quarter. One critically injured victim was identified as a student from the University of Georgia in Carolina. I do believe that we are going to be learning a lot more coming up later.
Fox 26 News at 5 starts right now.
Fox 26 News at 5 starts now.
Well, I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston.
Investigators say a man with ties to Houston is responsible to driving into a crowd of people in New Orleans, killing 15 and injuring dozens.
He was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did.
Team coverage of what we have learned about the victims and the suspect's connection to Texas, plus another possible terror attack in Las Vegas outside of a hotel owned by the incoming president. Fox 26 News at 5 starts right now.
First, we have just learned 15 people died and more than 30 injured after a truck plowed into a crowd on Bourbon Street overnight celebrating New Year's Eve.
The FBI has identified the man behind the wheel as Shamsuddin Jabbar from Houston. They believe he had accomplices. They were viewing video of 3 men and a woman placing explosives in the area.
We do have team coverage this hour. Our reporter Donnelly Keith is live on the northwest side where investigators are at the possible home of the suspect. But we begin first with Jonathan Mejia, who is live in New Orleans tonight. Jonathan.
That's right. We're learning more after the FBI had a press conference this afternoon. The FBI leading this investigation and letting us know that there's more that they're working on to identify on the man who carried out this attack. They solely believe he was not acting alone. Go ahead and take a look. This is being here. Several Louisiana State Police troopers here surrounding this entire area here. We're seeing many active scene. The FBI has called for the public's help in piecing together the events leading up to the tragedy. The federal agency says they are aggressively pursuing every lead, including the suspect's known associates. Authorities confirmed that an ISIS flag was found on the truck. Also, inside the truck, authorities found a potential improvised explosive device and other potential IEDs were located in the French Quarter.
As we know, this is not just an act of terrorism. This is evil. And when we face evil, we have a choice. We can run in fear, or we can indeed stand in strength.
Now the FBI is asking anyone with information to come forward. They set up a tip line that those who have information can call either on their phone or through the web. But here right now, again, very quiet. The mood is kind of somber here. You just have several tourists walking around. I think some are trying to get into their hotels here in this area, but this is the situation we're seeing here.
Jonathan, we know that you just got to New Orleans late this afternoon. So you just said it's somber and people are obviously feeling the pain of what happened. As far as the crime scene goes, did anything surprise you when you got to the scene, or is there anything that you noticed that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, we're definitely trying to work our way around the scene here to provide you all a better look at the active crime scene because, like we said, several Louisiana State troopers are all across this area here, so it's kind of difficult to get onto. But what I can tell right now, again, just looking around. Some even on their phones, I guess, looking to try to get to their hotels. But we'll definitely work around our way here. We just got here minutes before this live shot, and we're going to continue to work to bring the viewers a better look at this active crime scene.
All right, Jonathan making it live for us there in New Orleans. Thank you, Jonathan. We'll hear from you a little bit later.
All right, now to an active investigation in Northwest Harris County. The FBI and members of the Sheriff's Department are at a home where the suspect may have lived.
This house is on Crescent Drive, and to give you some perspective, we put a map out there for you. We have Fox 26's Dominic Heath, who's been out there all afternoon. Dominic, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Rashi and Caroline, the man who the FBI says ran over and killed 15 people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans is believed to have lived right here in Houston, here in Northwest Harris County. Now, this is the back of the home here on Crescent Peak Drive at Hugh Road. And law enforcement, including Harris County Sheriff's deputies and FBI agents, they set up a perimeter and have been here for several hours now as they were planning to go inside this home. And as we take a look at some of the video from the air, from Skyfox, we can see that the law enforcement agents, law enforcement officers have been very careful about making a plan surrounding this home and before going inside, because they're not sure if there are any explosives inside. They're not sure if someone else was waiting inside the house to ambush them. In fact, deputies asked us to, we were there on that road attempting to talk with residents, but deputies asked us to leave. They said they didn't know if it was safe, so they moved us back to this area. And so I've still been in contact with some residents who are sheltering in place inside their homes, and at least one resident told me that he saw a man walk out of a house. He's not sure if it's the home in question, but he saw a man walk out of the house, and he says deputies put handcuffs on him, walked him down Crescent Peak Drive, and then put him in a patrol vehicle. So at this point, we're not sure if that man was detained or arrested or if he was just questioned. But this has been an active scene for several hours, and the FBI confirms they will be here for several more hours because this is believed to be the home of Shamsud Din Jabbar, the man who ran over and killed 15 people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. He is said to have been a realtor here in Houston, although his real estate license expired back in 2022. His realty company, the one that he is said to have owned, was located in Sugarland on Sweetwater Boulevard. And as deputies are here on the scene, they've been flying drones. They have dogs out there. They're definitely in protective gear, including helmets, because they just don't know what they're going to encounter once they get inside that home. And this is the back side of the house. We're not sure if on the front side some deputies or officers have been able to go inside yet. But it appears that Shamsud Din Jabbar, he says in a video that's online, he says he's originally from Beaumont. He says he's lived in Texas his whole life, except for when he was in the military. He says he spent 10 years traveling around when he was in the military, and then he says he moved back to Texas and lived in Houston for some time. And that house that he lived in is believed to be right here in Northwest Harris County off of Hugh Road and Crescent Peak Drive. Now, here's some of the video that he posted online.
I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. What really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator.
Now, of course, that video was recorded and posted to the internet before this morning's deadly incident there in New Orleans, where Shamsud Din Jabbar was shot and killed by law enforcement after FBI says he ran over and killed 15 people and injured